Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is October 16th, 2017, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, no events scheduled for today, but tomorrow morning there is a monetary policy coming out of Australia, and that's really early morning, so I didn't put it up here on the calendar, but it is coming out at 2 a.m. South African time. So just be aware because we do review the Aussie dollar. So just keep in mind that that's coming out. Let's see what's been happening on the markets this Monday morning. So we're going to start here with the Euro USD, and remember, Mondays are usually slower than the rest of the week, so just keep that in mind as you're scheduling your trading for this week. And we're starting out with the Euro USD above 118. We retraced down to 116. Let's highlight that a little bit more here. And as you can see, we retraced down to 116.90 and finally taking a little bit of a rally after that. Once we crossed over our 30-day average, you can see here we took it up and we crossed over our 1819 resistance level that we had up here, and we just took it up to the 1880 level, which is our subsequent resistance. Now, these lines I've had up for quite a while, ladies and gentlemen, so just keep in mind that, the Euro USD is very honest in terms of its technical trading. It follows rules, it follows support, it follows resistance. Sometimes choppy trading indeed, but altogether it is trading within its boundaries. Okay, and we said this 1880 and the 1690 were the extremities. Okay, and they were the extremities because previously we had a resistance level and we had a support level, and you got to keep that in mind. We're just trading below this 1819 level, just below the moving averages, but I'd like to see some sort of a bounce here. Okay, let's see if we do get that as the week progresses. Draghi will be speaking later this week, excuse me, so that should be on the radar as well. Looking at the GBP USD, faltering here, okay, not going in as much, okay, as we saw here, and we're just hovering at 132-ish. Okay, we touched this 130 level, which was beautiful. Opportunity to jump into it. 130 is a round up number. Psychologically, going below 130 is a mental, breakdown for the GBP USD. And as you can see, it didn't break the 130 and it just rallied from there. That was a great opportunity to buy it, on this nice rally that we've had. Now the question is that are we going to continue this rally going back to 136, or we're going to retrace? So I think in the next couple of days, we're going to have some sort of indication as which way we're going to be going. Okay, we're just faltering here and we're just, trading sideways after this nice big rally. So keep an eye on this as well as this progresses later today. Now, a big story is the JSC. Okay, but we're going to discuss the USD ZAR first. The ZAR has gotten much stronger, as you can see here, from 1380 to 1330 from last week. So that's a major correction for the ZAR, as you can see here. And this is all coming from, on the back end, the price of gold going up and the JSC hitting all-time highs. So there's a little bit of a tug of war with the South African rand, as you can see here, because, usually when the JSC goes up, the rand goes down. Okay, and that could have really explained why we went up to 1380. Now, from 1380 going back to 1330, the price and the economy of South Africa is much dependent on the mining of gold, and gold has appreciated recently to 1300. So, there's a little bit of a tug of war here. Okay, if you were able to catch this move down, especially if you saw that we broke this 1363 level, that might have been a good opportunity. We tried to break it on the high side before. Okay, and I just want to show you why I was thinking this would be a support level. Resistance, okay, we broke it up on the high side over here, and then we touched it, we bounced off of it, okay, and that was my support level. Okay, once we broke that support level at 1363, goodbye Charlie, right? We'll go back down to 1330. So that's something to keep an eye out. Next support level here for the for the rand, okay, it's choppy trading. Okay, that's the truth. 1300-ish level, even 1280-ish level, I would say, is the next support level. So let's see how this unfolds later today and later this week. Looking at the Aussie USD, since it has this number of monetary policy coming out tomorrow morning, we're just below resistance. Okay, we had a nice rally from our lows, going back in June. Okay, kind of topped out at 80, okay, 0.80 here, retracing down to 773 here, and then rallying to 778, okay, 78, 7.9-ish level, and we've stopped here at this resistance level of 7.8, right? This is the dollar getting weaker versus the other currencies, and I'd like to see some sort of breakout here to get some sort of confirmation. We're between the two moving averages, so nothing is really saying, okay, I feel that before the number I have a little bit more of conviction to take it one way or another, okay, because we are at resistance between two moving averages. So there's nothing really just propelling me to say that this is a clear indication that we're going to go higher or lower. Okay, but I would keep this on the radar because there's usually a correctional move after the monetary policy. So if you are up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're trading this, or if you're in a position already, just be aware that this number is coming out. Looking at the gold, okay, gold had a nice rally from 1270 to 1300, as you can see here. Nice support level at 1270. Okay, this is also something that we mentioned last week, and we broke the 1293 resistance level. Okay, since we had this before, okay, that we couldn't break it out. Okay, now this would have been my head and shoulders. Okay, I mentioned this last week. This would have been the head. That's one shoulder, and this would have been the other shoulder. But this shoulder faltered, okay, and went above. Okay, and this is the point where we mentioned this. Now it's at the 30-day moving average. I'd like to see some continuation on the gold, all right, to see that it is breaking out higher. Ostensibly, nothing's in the news to move the gold higher, okay? So in all fairness, this might be just a rally, okay? Just a rally within gold itself, okay? So just keep that in mind. We haven't hit the top of the 70 in the RSI, so it doesn't seem like it's the top of the move, okay? But if it does turn, just keep an eye on that, okay? That's something that I'd like to see as this unfolds. In respective to all the indices. Now looking at the JSE, we're at all-time highs, 52,293. Okay, can't ask better than that. The economy is smoking, the economy is hot, things are moving. Okay, look at what's been going on. All right, and if we pull back, just to give you an indication where we were just 5 years ago, okay, we were trading at 28,000 and today we're at 52,000. Okay, almost doubled in the past 5 years. That's an amazing response to the economic policy down in South Africa or internationally, what have you, but the markets are strong, okay? And we've had this resistance level of 49,975 that we broke, and we're taking up higher. Now the $1 million question, or the priceless question, really is how much higher we're going to go. At this stage, your friend is your trend, okay? The trend is your friend, however you want to say it. We're not going to start shorting the top, thinking that we're profits, that we got the top and we shorted the top. It's not a high probability trade. You're looking for some sort of retracement, pullback, and some sort of continuation, okay? That's where your mentality should be at this stage, okay? If there's a correctional move and we do have some sort of indication that we're not going higher, we sell off and then we rally back to the highs, but we don't break higher. That's more of a conviction to say that, okay, there's going to be a correctional move. But at this stage, nothing is really indicating that. I'm looking at the Dow Jones as well, 22,848, okay, and nothing really pulling us down. What is disconcerting is that the volume is getting lower, okay? So that's something that I'm taking note as we're heading up higher, okay? So that's something that, as all traders, you should just, if you are long this, maybe look to, start unloading some of your longs if you did catch the previous moves earlier. So lots coming up this week. Okay, later in the week, usually Mondays are slower, but keep an eye on the relevant events that are unfolding during the week. ECB President Draghi will be speaking. Aussie dollar monetary policy tomorrow morning, early morning, so keep an eye on that. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.